Hi there, Bears fans. Jeff Joniak with David Williams, area scout for the Chicago Bears. We see this man every single year, draft weekend, killing it out there in the field, watching these players develop over time and then getting them into Hallis Hall. We're going to talk about a sixth-round pick, the cornerback out of Oregon, Thomas Graham, to start it off. Dave, thanks for taking the time to do this. We always do appreciate it. Ran quickly through some highlights of his, and boy, there are a lot of them. You know, a guy who plays 40 games, but he makes 40 plays on the ball. That tells me he's a click and close type of defender. Is that a good start in trying to review exactly who he is?
That is a great start. You know, Thomas Graham is a young man who started a lot of games in his career, started as a freshman, played 3 seasons, and then opted out of this past season. Thomas, what stands out about him is his instincts, his ability to communicate on the field, to pass off route combinations, and especially to make breaks on the ball when the ball's in front of him. You know, Thomas is just a natural cornerback that I feel has versatility both as an outside corner and as a nickel.
Yeah, 5'10", 3/8", 192. Looks to be very short tackler out there and highly competitive guy when the ball's in the air at the catch point. And then talk about just his overall football intelligence.
Yeah, so Thomas is a cerebral football player, and when you look at players in the Pac-12 that play early, oftentimes it's because of their natural football intellect to pick up scheme, to understand different coverages, and to communicate well on the field. So that's really why he got on the field early, and you can see that he's a courageous football player. He might not be the biggest cornerback on the outside, but he's not afraid to compete against bigger athletes, and he also has the foot quickness and the anticipation to deal with more agile route runners from the slot. So it does give him that versatility that I mentioned. And just, you know, Thomas has made plays in big games against Auburn in 2019, the beginning of their season, had an interception. So he's just someone that he's played a lot of ball, he has the intellect, and he does the preparation to put himself in position to make a play on the ball.
What did you learn about him that's maybe something that would define his personality or his character, or a funny story or something?
You know, Thomas is from Rancho Cucamonga, California, and he moved around quite a bit. So he grew up in Chandler, Arizona as well, and he's got this swagger and this charisma that when you talk to him, I just feel, you know, there's something about NFL cornerbacks that stand out compared to any other position, and I think that drives him. So one of the sources that I talked to at Oregon said it's his cockiness and his confidence that drives him, and it's a good thing. I think for a young man that he's not 6'3", he didn't run a 4.3 40, but he believes he's the fastest, he believes he's the toughest, and you know, I think that's led to a lot of success for him in Oregon.
Now I'm gonna bring you to our 7th-round pick. This guy's intriguing to me. Pick 250 from West Valley, Utah, Khyiris Tonga, 24 years old. I have him at 6'2" and an eighth, 325. You tell me if that's right, but nose tackle, played typically head up on the center, which you like to see in odd fronts, as a guy that's a space eater and really there for a couple downs to stop the run, a rotational guy. But he also had really, really good hands up in the air to get in the path of a pass and break passes up, get in the eyes of a quarterback. Tell us about him.
No, Khyris, touching on that last point, as far as statistics go, Khyris is one of the number one, if not the number one, interior lineman in batted balls at the line of scrimmage. And what that tells you is he shows ability to collapse the pocket as an interior rusher, and he has this innate ability to feel rush lane. So if he's not always getting home to the quarterback, a lot of times we look at stats and pressures, but his ability to disrupt throwing lanes and get his hands on the ball. He had a ton of batted balls over the course of his career, and that touches on his instincts. He's a very strong, compact rusher. If you look at his bench press, he was well into the 30s at that. You know, he's just a powerful, compact, instinctive athlete that has a lot of upside.
Not the easiest path to get here, obviously. So adopted at one point after his mother was unable to care for him. So he's had a tough road to get here, but sounds like that made him the man he is today. In terms of that, do you get that sense?
I do get that sense. You know, growing up, his story. You know, there's a lot of adversity that he's had to face with, you know, family situation and you know, going in and out of shelter, and he finally, you know, he found a home and was able to thrive there, and I think that translates over to when he finds someone who is willing to support him and show him some love, I think he really thrives. And I hope that we can offer that environment here and really see him take off.
Yep, got guys that can help mentor him and put an arm around him and say, hey, let's go. Let's get it done. All right, David,
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate the information on Thomas Graham and Khyiris Tonga. Good luck, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.